me tell you something, brother. I ain't your mean buddy, and I ain't your mean best friend, and I certainly ain't the mean bro. I am the mean bastard Charles Kahn. Welcome to Real Weird Sickos Podcast, live from Weirdsville, Sicko Town, USA. With me, as always, the lovely, the pure evil, the meanest, the scoundreliest, the rascaliest. It's Jenna. Go Jenkins.
Am I really that mean?
You're mean. You're a scoundrel.
You know what?
Well, if you ask certain guys online,
you know what?
there's a lot of guys online saying a lot of things about you, Jen. But you know who they don't say mean things about? Who they always love?
Who?
Some ordinary gamers. Everybody loves some ordinary gamers. Oh my God! It's like I can hear him right now.
How's it going, everybody? Me, Muda.
You know what?
Love Muda.
It's like, speaking of mean, we're recording this on October 3rd.
Ah, the witching hour.
No. So I'm going to tell you, right before we hit record, they were again talking about the fucking Fast and the Furious, which is this utter dog shit. But today's October 3rd.
It's a great movie.
It's October 3rd.
Jenna, I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
It's Mean Girls Day. October 3rd.
Oh, yes. Of course, Jenna, of course I know it's Mean Girls Day. You know, they've released all of Mean Girls onto TikTok, cut into shorts.
That's kind of
stupid.
Retarded.
Yeah, that was the thought I had. I was like, oh, the first thing I thought of was, oh, this is somebody in an office who looks like Steve Buscemi. How do you do, fellow kids? Look at our movie on TikTok.
But it's, how long is like the longest you could do a TikTok clip?
I think
2 minutes.
I think 2 minutes. I know Instagram Reels was a minute.
Instagram Reels is cancer. Instagram Shorts is cancer.
I feel like Instagram is just a cancerous place. I don't know.
It is.
I feel like there's some real heavy, hard-hitting hustlers on Instagram. Like, they're very corporate. It's like corporate hustlers when it comes to the
they're
meme
selling
stuff.
Tea. Well, they sell more shit. You actually get shilled more shit on Instagram than anywhere else.
So
you
they sell
get shilled a lot of
tea?
shit on TikTok. Yes, and like YouTube Shorts, like everywhere you're gonna get shilled shit.
I love buying stuff from TikTok.
You know, the only tea that I would support is coffeebrandcoffee.com. If somebody used code BASTARD and bought themselves some tea, some cocoa, maybe some of those chocolate pretzels. Oh, man. I got all kinds of good stuff.
Some Coke. I was like, damn, you can buy Coke?
They don't have
You guys
Coca-Cola.
gotta buy yourself that pink sauce, dude. That's what it's all about.
What's pink sauce,
What is
Muda?
going on with that? What's like the update on that?
Is that...
Dude, she had everything. So her sauce, so for anybody that doesn't know, TikTok has something known as pink sauce. Like, this chick would combine a mass quantity of oil, dragon fruit, chilies, honey, all this shit into one, like, sauce. And put it on wings, basically anything. It would
And
just
it
be
had
used
like a
as
different
sauce.
color. It had like a different color like every time.
But
It had different
But it's
variations
usually, like,
because
pinkish.
of the dragon fruit.
Yeah.
Yes, because of the dragon fruit and the varying different types of it would be different colors.
Which dragon fruit,
each
by the way,
batch.
has no flavor. It's fucking flavorless.
The only time I had
It's like
dragon
kiwi.
fruit was in the 50-cent vitamin water. Remember those? It was when
but
50
that was,
Cent
like,
still owned them.
Those were good. Yeah, those were good. Actually, you know what the good one is the
Do they still
sugar-free
have
orange.
those?
That one's fire. Yeah.
I haven't
They
seen
sell them
those
at
things.
I only drink them at Disneyland on a really hot day because you can get like an ice cold orange one and it hits. It slaps.
I
But it has
gotta
to be
ask.
ice cold.
I feel so stupid having this thought. Disneyland is the California one. Disney World is the Florida one, right?
Yes. Do not
Okay.
get it twisted because the differences are just.
What is the difference? What's the difference? Let's say, explain like I'm Charles. What the difference between Disneyland and Disney World is, besides Florida
Disneyland
and California.
is the original.
Okay.
It's smaller because it was made in the 50s. You know, it was built in the 50s, so they didn't think about walkways and how just absolutely insane it would get. And there's only 2 parks at the Disney one. So you have the original Disneyland, which is way better than Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom is the Disneyland in Florida. And yes, their castle is bigger, but they suck. They suck. And then in California, then they have California Adventure, which actually used to be a shitty park, but they've made it a better park. And yeah, you just have a lot more. You have a lot less space. Walt Disney World is. The property is just fucking ridiculous. It's huge.
I want to go
it's,
see
It's
Captain
in
EO.
Florida.
I want to see
There's
that
more
one.
They do Captain EO every once in a while. They'll bring it back. It's actually really cool.
I've seen the video, but I've never seen it on the ride. Like, I think that would be cool.
You haven't. It's not a ride. It was.
It's just a movie.
3D movie. You know that little fairy bear
Okay.
thingy, that little moth thingy.
I saw it on
comes, like,
YouTube. It's
in
so
your face.
weird.
It is. It's really fucking weird. It's.
But it's
scary.
real creative.
But anyway,
It's yeah.
We really veered away from Pink Sauce because I need to know what happened. I need
Yeah.
the updates.
All
on
right.
what
So
happened.
Ghostbusters 2, the sauce is made from
No.
human negativity and dragon fruit.
So what happened with her? I know you did like an update video.
Yeah,
and
what
I
do they
didn't-
season their
I haven't
food
watched it yet. They
Right,
would have
so
done.
now that I can readjust from the Disneyland cocksucking.
Stop! You liked it.
We suck a little cock on the
thing about
podcast.
pink sauce. The thing about the whole pink sauce was she basically, we all made fun of her. She ended up getting a business deal with the company known as I forgot what the shit. It's like leaving my hold on.
But they were
Pink
like in
sauce.
stores like Walmart and shit.
Oh,
like
good
that.
for
Yeah,
her.
they
So I
partnered
guess...
with partnered with Dave's Gourmet. Hold on, it partnered with Dave's Gourmet.
Huh.
And she was selling the sauce through them. They basically like did their own formula off of her pink sauce. They started selling it in Walmarts, which you can still buy right now. It's on like half off, so fucking pick it up before it's off the shelf, I guess. Now, she initially, when she started, they gave her a cash advance, as they claim, for $45,000.
Oh.
But in her initial stipulation, they said that like she had to basically refund a lot of the previous orders from her last sauce, which Dave said they weren't going to do. So they were kind of expecting her to honor the refund. Now, they ended up paying up to $120,000. It turns out she was not paying people back. She went homeless because apparently all she was doing was buying Airbnbs and shit like that. It turned out later she wasn't attending the fucking meetings once a week to talk about brand strategies and all that shit. And then apparently by the end of it, she had even asked Dave's Gourmet to pay $10,000 to like pay for a birthday party she wanted.
What?
And to pay for her dress.
She's
and
homeless.
shoes.
Where is she gonna have a birthday
Yeah.
party at? Shit.
That's what I'm saying. And like,
What are the
and then
there's some absolute
She was-
balls on some people.
she was trying to go to the accounting of Dave's Gourmet and make sure that she could run her grocery tab through their accounting, and they were like,
What the
"You can't do that. You can't be doing
What did
that
she think
shit."
they were just going to take care of her?
I
Apparently.
guess that's what she thought. Basically, she if I were her and I got this deal, I would have been shilling pink sauce every day.
Oh man, it would have been
to
pink
sell
sauce so
those-
good. Pink
Exactly.
sauce so good.
Exactly, 100%. I
pink
would have done
sauce.
NPC streams of like pink sauce and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she didn't do it. She wasn't meeting up with her obligations, her posts, none of that. So the deal is effectively, I would say, fallen through. So she has gone from like pink sauce meme to I could be a potential multimillionaire in a year.
Yeah.
To flat fucking broke. Maybe even owes
Yeah, that's what
money
I
at
was
this
gonna
point,
say.
so
She's
that's not
less
too
than
bad.
broke.
Lazy. That's lazy.
All she had to
That's so
do,
fucking
all you had to
lazy.
do was just sell the shit. Coffeebrandcoffee.com, use code BASTARD.
She apologized like on her YouTube page about it, and she's like, "Listen, this sounds a little delusional, but I'm kind of like Beyonce, right? Like, what are you gonna tell me to get a job? Or,
Oh
like,
my
you know, get another
god.
gig?" I'm like, "What the
Beyonce
fuck?"
stays up for like 48 hours at a time working.
I don't think that we've seen the last of this person. I need to see what they look like. Can you describe them to me? What do they look like? Are they tall, short, fat, skinny, eyes bugged out,
They
nose rings, purple
I'll just
hair?
say this: they well, she's definitely got pink hair,
Nails like
She's,
Flojo.
Miami. Yes, she's definitely what I would say Miami pink. She's from Miami, pink hair, former nursing student.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
God.
Couldn't hack it through.
Emphasis on the
Her name
former.
is Chef P. Her name is Chef P.
Chef
or
P,
whatever,
so
Pie
good.
or
Pink
something.
sauce.
Yeah, it's Chef Pie. Because it was like, what, probably almost like a year ago that this started.
God, this
wanna
is so.
say-
Oh yeah.
She was selling it on TikTok and then didn't like Upaville ordered one and never got it when it was like originally through TikTok.
I don't think you ever got it. No.
And you never got it. And that was when it was like the commodity, like.
I wonder
through
how
TikTok.
much that pink sauce was selling for.
I don't know,
let's
but I know
not
that tomorrow I might. It's well, initially they were selling it for $20. She was selling it for 20. the bottle.
That feels like a
Dave
lot.
is selling it for 10. It is. Dave is selling it for $10. But if you go to Walmart, it's currently half off, so you can get it for like $4.80 if you wanted.
Can I still get sriracha? Like, if somebody told me that sriracha, there's like a sriracha shortage.
So there's some pepper that they put in sriracha. They make it outside of Pasadena out here in California.
Yeah.
It's like if you're on the freeway and you're driving by, it's in Irwindale, California. If you're on the freeway and you happen to pass by there, you can smell like all the garlic and stuff. But starting probably like around pandemic time, they had a shortage and you couldn't buy it for a while. They're in that shortage again, and you don't see sriracha anywhere. They're not on shelves anywhere. So there's like knockoff, like Tabasco does like a knockoff.
Like fake sriracha.
Yeah, and you can't find it anywhere.
I can't believe it's not sriracha.
If you go to like a pho place, they always fucking have it. It's like, where are you getting this? And they have like the big ass bottles. So they might be watering it, because I have noticed it's not like that thick consistency. But sriracha, yeah, you can't get it anywhere. But
it's such a mid sauce.
It is. It actually is pretty good. I used to not like it, and then it grew on me. It was one of those things that really had to grow on me. But
just eat Tabasco.
No, I don't like Tabasco. It's too vinegar. I don't like things with too much vinegar.
Yeah, I don't like vinegar either. I feel like that's so I don't like ketchup. I never like ketchup.
Oh, you're talking to a Canadian. He's gonna hit you so hard.
But listen,
ketchup is like the lifeblood of my people.
Yeah, it's ketchup, maple
he eats
syrup.
Fried chicken. He dips fried chicken in ketchup, you guys.
That's okay. That's all right.
Why the fuck do they give it to you at a Popeyes then, huh? What the fuck do they give you ketchup then?
Okay, they have sweet heat sauce at Popeyes, which is fucking bomb as shit. You could put honey on your chicken. You could put the honey mustard on your chicken. You could put the Popeyes hot sauce. But you reach for the ketchup? What? Make it make sense.
I love how you're so American that you're like, I'm just gonna put fucking honey on fried chicken.
Was Popeyes the one that had the Cajun fries?
No.
Yeah, their fries are so good, but
they were Cajun.
You have to eat them, but you have to eat them right away because they get cold and nasty real fucking quick.
Yeah.
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 You know who else is cold and nasty?
Who's cold and nasty real fucking quick?
Yandere Dev.
What is...
Dude, that's such a low blow. Come on. He's just a little alone.
What is the Yandere Dev? What is this? What is Yandere?
Okay, Muda's going to give us a brief history on Yandere.
A brief history of the Yandere Dev is presented by Muta.
Then we're going to get into his recent controversies, which are just...
Okay.
They're nasty.
Right. Let me start off with this one. So Yandere, for a lot of people who don't know a lot about Japanese culture,
Japanese?
It's an anime trope. Yeah, it's an anime trope where somebody is so infatuated with somebody they almost forget that they're alive. It consumes every single thing about their personality, about their day-to-day activities. It's basically a crush on crack. Americans here consider that to be a harassment, stalking. It's sometimes illegal depending on where you live. But the point is, this guy, Yandere Dev, like 11 years ago, posted on 4chan about, hey, what if I made a video game about this concept? So the video game is kind of a cool concept. It takes like the aspects of Bully, where it has a living, breathing school world, and then combines it with Hitman, which is like, a free-form social stealth video game. So the whole concept is you kill somebody secretly inside a active school, all right?
So
this is really...
We're already getting a little edgy.
Yeah. So you basically kill people inside this establishment of learning, and, you hide them, and you keep doing this. That's the game, right? Now, the thing about it is, the game has been in development
and love. Like, I'm a little confused
because you're obsessed over this one character, this senpai or whatever in the game, and you're basically killing any girl that's attracted.
Okay,
to it.
so you're playing as a girl who's killing the other girls because they might steal your man.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yes.
okay,
So
I'm on board now. I'm following you.
This game has been in development for like a decade.
Yep.
It's not even close to being done. Now, the developer behind it, Yandere's developer, is kind of like, I guess, the picture-perfect like example of an incel. Like, he sits inside all day, doesn't really do anything, just develops his fucking game. jacks off, does. I would say for every hour spent developing the game, I'm pretty sure like 23 hours are spent doing anything but. So recently, to kind of encapsulate what's happened, Yandere Dev has been messaging underage individuals. Okay.
What's he asking him? What's he messaging him?
He's messaging some pretty charged stuff. He's discussing things like virginity. Okay.
That's not good. That's not a good thing. Are these boys or girls?
Yeah. These are girls.
Okay. That's bad.
And,
that's like it's still bad.
He's opening up his, I guess you could say, his heart. You know, he's talking about you know, like I guess you could say some rather charged things of the sexual variety.
Oh no!
You know what I mean? Talking about
no stranger danger.
So it's not like messaging Turkey Tom being like, "Hey, have you heard this Slipknot song? This was a good song."
No.
It's very
not
different.
about. It's very different. So you know, I think the topics of discussion, like if I had to remember immediately off the top of my head, in one of the calls we were talking about like bra cup sizes. So that was.
So
obvious. You should not be discussing this with children.
When you
right?
say
That's the general
underage
idea.
girls, do you mean 17? Do you mean 16?
16 and below.
And he's 28 now?
35.
Oh, he's 35 now. I don't know why.
Canceled. This man is
35.
canceled. He's done.
Now, he admitted to this in a blog post.
Oh
and
God.
The thing is, he called himself, and I quote, a mistake machine. Now, I'm just going to straight up say it. I don't think it's necessarily a mistake machine. All right, I think this is more than just your average mistake. There is one video on YouTube floating around where a guy made a 30-minute long video covering his entire history of all of his like short stories that he's written. This is like something that's festered in this guy's head for a long time. This isn't the only time like allegations have ever really come up. Yandere Dev is just like a really weird dude. Now, inside this, there were a few screenshots consisting of conversations he had. And I quote, this is a direct quote, by the way, from allegedly Yandere Dev. Dating somebody 17, if you think about it, is like 96.1% okay. Because being 17 is like 96% of like being 18, you know? So, therefore, being attracted to a 17-year-old is 96% okay, right? That's the kind of mathematical logics that we were applying.
I think this guy is 100% dumbass.
It reminds me of when Lion Maker like busted out the fucking like world map and was going through like age of consent in like every country.
Oh,
What?
Oh, covering Yandere Dev in the last week, I had to see a heat map of age of consent. Like, I shit you not, one of his blog posts, I click on the hyperlink, and it's like a straight up heat map of like what the ages legally are around the world. I'm like, God damn.
I think you tell me that a guy's messing around with like 17-year-old girl, like he's a scumbag. Like, that's bad. Don't do that. Like, you should, like, it's illegal most places. It's legal in like Europe. Like we were talking about Russell Brand a couple episodes ago. That's like, I don't care if it was legal or not. Like, it's still kind of creepy that he was 35 with a 17-year-old girl or 16 or whatever. Like, it's you shouldn't do that, man. Like, you were in movies and you're a millionaire and you're just gonna pick up 16-year-old chicks. Like, what are you doing?
You can
Like,
impress women. You can, if you're a celebrity, you can impress like adult women.
You'd think. Apparently, this
Okay, all
this
right.
dev
Okay,
guy.
inverse question. How many fucking adults women do you think are fucking harboring around Yandere Simulator?
Oh, zero, absolutely zero.
There's
They're fucking
probably
weird
some
looking.
gals out there that really are into
Aged
anime.
So bad.
Some
He's
very
aged
fugly girls.
So badly. Like, he looks like he's like 50 now. He looks.
There's
so
photos of this.
terrible.
Does he look like the comic book guy from The Simpsons?
Okay, you have to know. You know the cum chalice meme, right?
Pretend that I don't, Jenna. Let's explain to me what the cum chalice meme is.
Oh, I'm
It's
so excited
a
to
guy
hear how you describe
drinking
this.
milk out of a glass chalice, and he's like, "Cheers" and everything, and it's very, very famous. And of all the things to think of when he's doing this, he puts milk in there,
Yeah.
so it became the cum chalice meme. This guy, he half the reason why he can't get the simulator finished. He's also extremely poor at time management. He was on a stream once and he was screaming that he spends 8 to 12 hours a day reading and responding to emails, that he doesn't have any time to work on the simulator. It's all everybody else's fault.
So it's like the angry video game nerd. Time is his greatest enemy.
Well,
He just never has enough time.
He's a consumer of sorts, and let me tell you
A consumer of what?
What's he
he's
consume?
a consumer of sorts. There's been reviews that have been found, and actually, like a couple of years ago.
What are the
on
reviews
stream,
for, Jenna?
Love dolls.
So he's reviewed love dolls.
Explain what a love doll is.
Yeah, in
A
case
love
it a-
doll-
in
a
case
love
Turkey
doll
Tom's
is
listening or somebody young.
Turkey Tom. He's an adult now.
It doesn't
We
matter.
can treat him like an adult. But
He's always gonna
love
be like
dolls
kid.
Are women made out of mostly silicone, who are realistic and life size, and have parts that are
Man,
like
you're describing
female
90% of Hollywood right now.
Yeah, yeah. You just
It's
described
got
a lot
fake
of like
boobs.
women.
It's got a little. It's got a vagina that you can you can play with, I guess, and a lot of men sometimes make them their girlfriends. So
Ugh.
a few years ago,
Wasn't there a Ryan Gosling movie?
Oh God, you know what? Like
I think
Ryan
I saw
Gosling
one where Ryan Gosling had a fuck doll that he was taking around. And like he was like trying to treat it like he was like a real person. Everybody was like,
Well, that's what.
good to
these
see you
guys
there,
in
Ryan
this
Gosling.
culture- that's what these guys in this culture do. Like they make them. Like there was a guy who married his love doll.
Oh, God.
And then they had like a baby and quote unquote.
Whoa.
Have you ever seen that? I can't remember
No.
what the
Alright,
guy's name
Explain
was.
the biology.
now here's the
He has a whole Facebook account for his wife. Okay.
now.
And the wife is a love doll, and she makes posts as well.
Of course she
And
does.
So when she was pregnant, quote unquote, for a while, and then they documented the birth where the guy's mom came over and quote unquote delivered this silicone baby that his silicone wife had, and they're a happy family.
So there's a thing out there that I got reminded of the other day, and it's one of the creepiest things that. And you tell me if this is creepier than Love Doll Guy. It's a thing called a reborn doll. Have you ever seen one of these?
Yeah, those are fucked up.
Yeah,
Those
It's
are fucked up.
like
Yeah.
a super realistic looking baby. And the idea that was explained to me was that like therapists will give them to women or recommend they
Who
get
lost their
one
baby.
who like lost a baby or they can't have a baby. Like there's some real deep like trauma and psychosis there, and it's very sad. But
And they're
it's
very expensive.
Super
they're
creepy.
very expensive.
Like
They're-
it's
but they're
so
very
weird.
expensive. Anything made out of silicone that's like handmade,
Yeah.
and customized, and that's the same thing with like the love dolls.
Or even
And,
like
Yandere
rubber monster
Dev-
masks. Like you can buy a monster mask off Amazon for $20. It's junk, or you can spend like $700
You know what?
on the
I'm
crazy
gonna
ones.
go off topic really quickly. I love Spirit Halloween, but goddamn, their markup on some shit is just stupid. It's stupid as fuck. Go on Amazon. Fuck this shit. Anyway,
We walked through one the other
You
day,
just
and I
said
had the
that.
Buster Sword, but it wasn't called the Buster Sword. It was called something
did you
else.
see the Mars? Did you see the Mars attacks? like,
Yeah, they had a giant
animatronic
Mars
thing?
Attacks guy.
That was sick, dude. That one was sick. I loved that. It's like $400. I guess that really isn't that bad for as like how detailed it was, but I thought it was pretty sick. Anyway.
I really loved the Mars Attacks movie. A lot of people didn't like that one.
Underrated.
The
Very
trading
underrated.
cards, I think, were so cool. Those trading cards are so like sick and disgusting. Like it's
One
the
of
kind of
Tim
shit that if you're into real weird sickos, do yourself a favor. Take the time out of your day to go and look through the artwork for the Mars Attacks cards from, I want to say they were from the 60s and 70s. Like they were somewhere around there. I'd be curious to look that up when those were hot. Maybe it was even the 50s. I don't know.
That actually sounds more like a late 50s thing.
Yeah, it feels very 50s, like the B movie, like sci-fi
And Tim
invader
Burton-
stuff.
Yeah, Tim Burton was very, he's very like engrossed in like late 50s, 1950s
Yeah.
pop culture. So that would kind of, to me, like make.
Well, I know the same guy did these ones for they were World War II cards, and they were absolutely badass. They had names like Death Blow, and it was a dude like being executed by the Nazis, or a guy with a flamethrower, and like each one was more gnarly than the last.
I love it. But anyway, we got really off topic.
Yeah, so Yandere Dev.
He
Am I saying
they
that
found
right?
these
Yandere?
Yes.
Yande?
They found like reviews and tips.
Tips? What kind of
taking care
tips?
Of your
What's-
love doll waifu. Like, yes, like if you bathe it, I would not use this kind of soap.
What is
for it
he?
to dry
Is he like
out.
fucking Homer? Not Homer Simpson. Who's the Family Guy?
called the
The Family Guy and his wife in a bathtub.
Yeah, like, and he talked about the best way to care, like, like this knee is kind of broken and kind of making like this weird sound. So I kind of wouldn't bend her. Like, if you're going to go ahead and put her in certain positions, certain sexual positions, he will give you tips on the best positions.
And
to
we're
put
for
your
sure
love
that
dolls
this
in.
is the guy who's supposed to be developing
Yes,
this game.
Yes, and he actually he really has like no shame about it.
Oof.
Was he just buying these instead of actually developing the game?
So-
Yes,
Is that where the
he's,
so
money was
he's
going?
we're-
literally doing anything and everything except for developing the game. It was funny because like a couple of years ago, many kudos, like he put all of those into text to speech. So it was like, I really like when I put her in this position.
Oh, God.
And, it was so fucking funny.
It's funny because like he kind of like the wildest shit about him is he used to live with his parents for a while, so like mom and dad just have to hear their like son pork a fucking sex doll.
Yeah. So
When
imagine
you
going to
get,
the
like, this
bathtub.
giant
Imagine going to the bathtub, son. Come get your fuck doll out of the tub.
No, it's like, when he gets it in the mail, there's like this fucking huge box.
Yeah. Does
You
she
ever
come
see
in
that- You ever
pieces?
see that Rick? I have no idea. You ever see that Rick and Morty where like Rick buys him like this love doll from like another planet, and then like Morty's just up there, like you can hear the bed squeaking upstairs, and he comes down and he gets like a drink of milk, and he's like, I gotta go, I'm back upstairs now.
Is that didn't he?
Like,
He
Yandere
gave birth
does
to like
life.
an alien or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, like Morty fucked it so much.
Yeah,
So
Dan Harmon's
Yandere
a
Dev,
freak, man.
Like if honestly, like silicone dolls could get pregnant, like Yandere Devs would have like probably 17 children.
Okay, so I have Mars Attacks update here. 1962, or when the original card set came out.
I was close enough. Late 50s. I was
Yeah.
thinking. But anyway, he yeah, literally doing anything, and the best things to actually watch are clips of him just going absolutely unhinged and yelling on stream.
So
His-
how's this
his
fucker making
rage
money
quitting.
just if he has no game?
That's what I want to know. What is he doing?
Is
with
like
himself?
4chan just sending him like Patreon money or something?
Well, he had a Patreon where he was making like what, up to $5-6 grand a month or something.
Wow.
It was
What's
great.
he making? But how long ago was that? Like, who's still on that?
A while back, but he also had a YouTube channel that was making a good chunk of money too. Because
Streaming. He was on Twitch and doing like okay for like a while.
I've never seen this prick. I've heard of the Yandere Dev. I've heard of this, but I've never seen it, never looked at it, have no idea who this guy really is. Honestly, I'm not even sure what this Yandere thing. Like, I love anime stuff, but this feels like super out of my wheelhouse.
So he did respond to the allegations, didn't he?
he did.
What did he respond with?
He said that he was a mistake machine.
Oh, a mistake
And
machine.
that-
was
you
the,
know,
that
he
was
was-
the response.
You know, we
He
all
was a
make
mistake
mistakes out
machine.
here.
He
Yeah.
was in a dark place, guys.
Oh, he was in a dark place. Well, there you go. All's forgiven.
He was a mistake machine. He, he had some problems.
Oh, he's
I
got
guess you could
problems.
say. He was putting himself. He was constant. He wasn't focusing on his mental health. He said he was spending like 18 hours a day at the computer.
Jenna, I
and
want
it
to
was gonna lead
focus
to
on
bad
my
mistakes.
mental health.
Well, if you're in a bad mental health spot, does that mean you're gonna go ahead and like, message like underage girls?
No, but
I think
I'll probably
everybody-
message
I think
Turkey
everybody-
Tom and tell him some goofy shit
you
that somebody
are
said.
loving Tom right now. You know what? I don't know. I know a lot of people who everybody gets into like a bad mental health spot here and there.
Yeah, they don't
'cause
message
we're all
underage
human.
girls.
They don't message underage girls.
Dude, the easiest part about my job is to just wake up and not fuck kids, dude. Like, that is so easy.
It's
You don't even have to, like,
simple.
think about it.
It's so simple.
Like, I literally just wake up every day and I'm like, oh, I don't even have to fight that urge of, like, diddling kids or something.
And apparently some people really do have to fight that urge, and some of them just don't even bother to fight it at all. They just go wherever the wind. Where did he actually meet these girls? Like where?
Wait, he
what
actually went and
forums
met up
online?
with one
No,
of
no,
them?
no,
Discord.
like online Discord.
Discord.
Of course.
Okay, well that's even weirder. Like I feel like there's parts of this story that we're only getting pieces of, and I feel like we've already gotten too much of this guy's life story.
There is actually something, but I guess there's other information out there, but because like one of the girls is like a minor, it's just
Like this guy sounds like a real creep. I'm not gonna
Oh yeah, he is. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. Like you hear this.
I
and you're
don't know
like, well,
about you. I was shocked when I found out Yandere.
Who would have ever thought that a
You-
pervert would be perverted?
I was so fucking shocked.
It's like finding out
dude,
Pee
when
Wee
I saw
Herman was
this.
pounding off at the porn theater.
I know.
Of all the
honestly, like, I
people to
thought-
do all the things.
I honestly,
You know
I
what?
thought
He was
that
at a
Yandere
porn
Dev
theater
was
and
a-
it wasn't kids, so double
Yeah.
Pee Wee.
I just thought Yandere Dev was an upstanding, conservative, fucking.
Oh, conservative,
nice,
yeah,
level-headed guy.
he's got Christian values.
That's what I'm saying.
But
He
I'm
keeps his
saying it
love
too
goals right.
I'm saying it too fast. He's got Christian values.
Chris Chan values.
Yeah.
He has a girlfriend now, by the way.
Oh, I saw that. I saw Chris Chan smooching somebody.
At Walmart.
That's where Ken Love bloomed in a Walmart, Jenna.
So you're telling me that fucking Barb's getting a threesome now?
Oh God.
Aw, no.
I think you've gone.
Oh.
What do you mean? What do you mean? No, it's gonna happen.
So he is back home. Like he's living at home. His car was spotted in the driveway. Whether Barb's
Yep.
there or not, we don't know.
Finger fucking Barb because she's probably
Stop!
there. What? Where's the lie? Tell me where's the lie?
Oh, he was in a dark place, okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
he was in a
dark
dark
place.
place.
Down in her mouth.
Chris Chan is a mistake machine. Like you want to go to mistake
He's a mistake machine, yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Jen, he was in a dark place. Don't get me wrong, he was under the covers.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it was a dark place.
He's a
Gal pal now. He found a boyfriend-free girl.
That's such a fucking lie. That is such a lie.
You can't really see her face because he said cute girl. His
Maybe,
age, so we don't know.
maybe she made love to him in prison. Maybe they had like a conjugal or something that we don't.
know,
You
there
can't
was a
have conjugal
time.
visits unless like you're in probably like federal prison and you already have to be married.
I think you can
But
marry
maybe this
somebody through the
person was
mail,
already-
like Richard Ramirez, like married somebody through the mail.
Well, they have to physically be in person to get married, and they
Yeah.
were. And that lady was weird looking. Did you see like Richard Ramirez's the Night Stalker's wife? Very, very, very weird looking.
Not a busty chick, is what you're saying.
No, but
Very
like
homely and
people,
plain.
like that whole like. I still see stands like every once in a while pop up like Night
Oh,
Stalker
yeah.
stands.
There's
It's
a
so
lot of
weird.
there's like serial killer fans. They have like murderabilia is what they call it, where they
Yeah.
want to collect shit like John Wayne Gacy's paintings. You want to talk about the last thing I'd ever want to have anywhere in my vicinity at all is a genuine John Wayne Gacy painting. Like
I
that
think
guy was a
Rob
son of a
Zombie-
bitch.
Rob Zombie owns a couple of them, but you know.
Well,
he's
yeah,
Rob
but he's
Zombie.
Rob Zombie.
Did you
He's
know
fucking weird.
that they didn't? They tore down his house. They built another one, and like somebody lives there. Like, of course, ew. Why would you want to be on that property? Ew.
Well,
Ew.
it's just like the Sharon Tate mansion. If the price was right, wouldn't you want to
Yeah.
buy a giant mansion?
Yeah, and they did that. It was also like the JonBenet Ramsey house.
Oh, that's a really fucked up one.
And you know what's
do you
weird?
think the
Because
family
I
did it?
saw- here's the thing about that, and I was actually watching something maybe like a week ago about it. Like,
Women
I
are
don't know- I
obsessed
don't
with
know
John Benet
why.
Ramsey for whatever reason.
They really, really are. Here's the thing. I watched some big like conspiracy thing that some I don't even know. It was this cult that used to go to Colorado a lot, and they were like the leader of the cult had already like gotten busted for like attempted kidnapping of girls around her age. Around that time.
So you're thinking it could have
around
been
the
cult
Boulder
shit.
area. It could have been cult shit. And some of the things that were in the note correlate with some of the things that the cult leader would say.
See, people, everybody I talk to is either it's the dad
And
or
they
it's the
found,
brother
no,
or
no,
it's
no,
the mother
they found
and the father.
Years later after, because dad is still alive, and mom's been dead for like 10 years. Or
Okay,
something
so
like
she's
that.
been gone.
She's been gone for a long time. She died of cancer, I think. And then
I feel like none of these people are like as evil as like Josef Fritzl, dude. That guy's like actually evil incarnate.
Was he the
Everyone here's like-
was he the cult guy? Who's the cult guy that like they killed a bunch of people in Japan? Those dudes were some real
no,
freaks.
I'll go to that one in a second. But with John Bonet, they found DNA from an outside source on her
Ah.
and they officially cleared them so many years later, but her mom had already been dead. So there's, you know what? Because I kind of think it's like the Gone Girl effect, because the parents weren't acting the way that the media wanted them to act.
Yeah, they were acting
you
weird.
So you kind of think it's like Gone Girl, because if you watch the movie Gone Girl, like Ben Affleck's character didn't kill his wife, but the media thought he was acting weird. So you kind of think about that effect. But the Japanese cult that did like the subway bombings,
Yeah.
is that the one you're talking about?
They released like a gas or something, didn't they?
Well, the reason
Yeah,
why
sarin gas.
he did that was because he went and he ran for office in Japan
Oh.
somewhere, and they did not take him seriously. Because he would go like on talk shows and stuff, and he would try to be taken seriously, but then there was a lot of
Well, when you
people
dress
who-
up in a pink tutu with a Mickey Mouse ears on, it's kind of hard for people
Well,
to take you serious.
He was pissed because he just got like absolutely creamed in this whatever election that he was running for, and that's what pissed him off, and that's what kind of triggered like that whole bombing. That's what happened with that.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
There's some
It's
really
totally
fucked up stuff going on in Japan.
I
There's that
love-
guy that
I-
ate that guy and like got away with murder.
Well, no, I think Germany's worse. Remember the guy who?
Oh,
killed
the
other
dick guy.
No. The guy who went to a cannibal forum to meet another guy, and they agreed that the one guy would eat the other guy.
I think they ate the guy's dick. They ate
Yeah,
the dick.
he ate everything.
They ate the dick
They
together.
They ate the dick together. Yes.
True love. Muda, would you eat my dick?
No.
Not even just a little bit. Come on.
No.
No. Are you kidding? He won't even eat at Indian restaurants. You know that?
That makes sense.
He won't do it. He won't do it. He
I
won't do
you
it.
know, unless
So he's not going to eat your dick.
well, I mean, what if we dipped it in sriracha?
You can't get any right now.
Well, all right, we'll put ketchup on it.
Oh, there you go.
Alright, now you're talking. Now you're talking.
There we go.
We put ketchup. we deep fry this penis and put ketchup on it,
Oh my god.
and then we share it.
You would
It's
eat your
so
own
crazy.
dick?
Well, if it's with Muda, not every day you get to eat your dick with Muda.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I
where are we going?
Dude, you guys keep mentioning like evil people, and you guys don't even know like the chief evil person.
Okay,
Like,
explain.
what the
All right,
fuck?
fine.
You guys don't- you guys seriously don't
Richard
know who
Simmons.
Joseph
Let's
Fritzl
talk
is?
about Richard
No, I don't.
Simmons.
No.
You have no idea.
Who was he?
So
Explain.
Josef Fritzl. So he's a guy from Austria who kept his daughter fucking captive for 24 years, where he consistently over the 2 decades assaulted, raped his daughter, and had like 7 kids with
Oh,
her.
he's one of those shed wife guys.
That's like JC. What was her name? The one here, the girl that was taken from Tahoe. Charles.
Dude, he had like a secret fucking compartment in like his basement that he kept her in her whole life.
There's a lot of these like shed wife guys. There was one in
No,
Ohio. Remember when they had the song?
Of course, Ohio.
You gotta hide your, it wasn't hide your kids, hide your wife. It was I ate ribs with that dude. There was a pretty great girl running down the street.
Yeah,
Dead giveaway.
Love that. And he goes,
Dead giveaway.
That guy, I love him. I actually watched.
I seen that dude every day.
Yeah.
I ate ribs with that dude, and I didn't have a clue.
Wait, in Ohio? What happened in Ohio?
This guy was kidnapping.
He had 3 women that he'd had for like 20 years.
There was like 7. Some of them were there for a really long time.
Yeah, like they had kids and abortions, and there's a lot of crazy stuff. And there was one thing I read. There was one thing I read, Jenna. It was so fucked up. He gave him like this little TV to watch, and this was at the time when TBS would play The Fresh Prince all the time. And the girl said that they would sneak and watch Fresh Prince, but if they got caught watching black people on TV, he would beat them extra hard. But that was their favorite show to watch, was the Fresh Prince reruns. It's like, oh God, those poor girls.
So he is Amanda Berry. So Amanda Berry was missing for a long time.
Like 20 years, right? Like, how long did he have those girls?
I don't even know what. Let me look it up. But
because they did that Tina Fey thing where the girl was like a mole woman.
What happened was that he left the door unlocked one day, the front door.
Whoops.
So she goes running out to her neighbor, like, help me, help me, help me. I'm Amanda Berry. And he's like, girl, they had everybody looking for your ass. And he goes, and like,
he's a cartoon of a person, big personality.
The cutest interview. And they actually, I watched something maybe like a few months ago that they reunited.
I saw that one. I saw that clip, and it was so happy.
In touch, and it's so sweet. And
like, that's so good, yeah. Because he seemed like such a genuine, like, real dude. Like, his hair was all crazy when he's getting interviews. Like, I'm going
to have him over for Thanksgiving every year. Like, what the hell? Like, we're family now. Holy shit.
I mean, he rescued that girl. You know, like, that's a big thing.
And the rest of them. And
I guess the rest of them, too, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's just... It's terrifying that fuckers would do such a thing. Like, like, how in the hell do you have a shed wife? Where you keep her out in the shed, like...
It was JC Lee Duggard. She was the one that was kidnapped from Tahoe when she was 9 years old.
Ooh.
By some guy and his wife. They kidnapped
The
her.
wife?
They took her to... The wife is the one that was, like, scouting out little girls for him.
Jesus Christ.
They were both psycho and took her all the way down, I think, maybe down here to Southern California. And... did horrible things to her, kept her basically in tents in the backyard. This guy was on parole. He was on parole for other crimes. They would come and check on him and never look in the backyard.
Where he just had this little girl out in his backyard this whole time.
She had 2 kids with him. She was 21. Around the time that she was 17, 18, because he had like a printing business or whatever, like home business, like he started letting her work for him and take phone calls. And she was like it was like a Stockholm syndrome thing where she wanted to, but she didn't, want to say what was going on. And so he went somewhere to do business and brought her and the girls with him.
Oh, that's so fucked up, Jenna. This story
everybody knew something was fucking
I want to do something like there's got to be a way to make this funny, but I don't know how to do it.
No, they separated her from him, and they asked her what her name was, and she was going by this name that he gave her. And so finally, she writes it on a piece of paper. I'm JC Lee Duggard, and everybody lost their shit. Like, she had been missing for like 12, 13 years. Like, her mom thought she was dead, everything.
Yeah.
And it was that day, like, she got to see her mom that day. She
Like,
saw her
that's so
mom again
fucked
that
up.
day. So she's living with mom. She has her daughters. She loves her daughters. She keeps her daughters out of the public eye. And, she goes, I had to learn, learning how to rebuild your life after that much torture. And
Well, it's just trauma. I mean, just the
It's
intense
trauma.
torture
It's all
and trauma. Like,
your whole life was just trauma. Like, you go from she had a happy childhood with her mom and to being scared and just being in a nightmare. Could you imagine a nightmare?
Didn't they do one?
But she got away.
I remember seeing a movie. I saw the ad for it. I never saw it. The bitchy girl that nobody likes. She plays Captain Marvel, where she's in a shed. She was a shed wife. Oh, Jenna, if I knew that bitch's name.
It's funny, her name completely escaped me.
She was Captain Marvel.
Which one? Oh, fucking
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. There you go.
She was in Fast and the Furious.
YouTuber Brie Larson, was she?
Yeah.
I almost said Muda. I said if she was in the Fast and Furious, we'd remember her name. But I guess
she was playing Mr. Nobody's daughter in the movie.
Somebody told me she was in the King Kong movie. I was like, really? That was her? How about that? That's how memorable she was. There's a lot of these gals is like if you stood her and the one that Johnny Depp was into it with in a lineup with 4 other girls, I don't know if I could pick out which one was which.
You know what?
You think Johnny Depp's innocent?
I think that they both did a bunch of shit to each other.
Yeah, I think they were both drunks and whatever.
Exactly. They were both just shitty to each other.
Like they had to be, right?
They had to be. He looks terrible, by the way. Alcohol has just fucked him over so hard.
Did
Johnny
Discord
Depp,
die?
He used to be so cute. Look at him now. And look at Winona Ryder. She got the last laugh, honestly, because they were engaged at one point, and it was pretty ugly, and that's why Tim Burton couldn't put him in the same movies anymore. But look at her now. She's 54. She looks amazing, and he looks like shit. So.
That's so rude. Come on.
But it's true. Have you seen? He looks like he has wooden teeth. His teeth are that fucked up. They look like they're wooden.
I bet you he's done a lot of drugs.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
You don't get teeth that fucked up without doing a lot.
And I did like a comparison because you had Christian Slater at the time, also worked with Winona Ryder on Heathers. Good movie, by the way.
I like that movie. That was a good movie.
Love that movie. That movie still holds. Christian Slater, he's a little bit older than Johnny Depp. Looks great. Because he's not a raging alcoholic.
I loved him in the Interview with the Vampire, where he's the interviewer, the one that does the interview with the vampire. And at the end, that turn where he's just so excited about the vampire stuff. It's like, you got to turn me, man. I want to be a vampire. Come on.
That book is way more fucked up than the movie, by the way.
I've only ever seen one Christian Slater movie, and that's the fucking Alone in the Dark, dude.
You should watch the one. You got to see the one where him and Morgan Freeman are going to go rob a bank during a flood. That's a good one.
What was that?
I forget the name of it. It was Deep Rain, Hard Rain, something like that.
Hard Rain.
Well, yeah, that's probably the name of it. It's something like that.
Sounds like a gay porn.
I like that one. That was a fun, dumb movie. Anytime you're doing a heist movie, but there's a flood or a hurricane. There was a horrible movie a few years ago. I loved it, where these 2 brothers were going to go rob some kind of bank or something during a hurricane, and it was just the stupidest movie ever.
You know who actually has a career by default?
Who's that?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
God, that dude is so fucking overrated.
But he has a career by default because he got the roles that River Phoenix was supposed to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And do you know people still put little monuments on Sunset Boulevard outside the Viper Room where he died?
He was a beloved guy, Jenna.
Of course he was.
I tell you another guy that died that...
Much better actor than Leonardo DiCaprio.
That I feel like Leo's getting parts for. The guy from...
I liked Leo and Wolf on Wall Street.
Do you remember...
That's a great movie.
It was Ladybugs and the Sidekicks.
Ladybugs and
I'm trying to think this kid. I can't remember his name. He ended up killing himself because things weren't going so well for him.
Jonathan Brandis.
Things weren't going so well for him.
Jonathan Brandis.
That guy, yeah.
Jonathan Brandis.
Like that guy should have kept doing
That's
stuff.
tragic.
And it's a sad story. Like he had everything in the world. He was in wasn't he the lead kid in the Stephen King movie?
Yeah, he was in the original It.
That's right. He was the lead kid.
He was in the original It. He was the original.
I loved Sidekicks. I thought Sidekicks was so good.
What's Sidekicks?
Sidekicks is a movie that some would argue is a little derivative of The Karate Kid, but I don't think it is. It's very similar. He's a kid who keeps dreaming of being the sidekick to Chuck Norris. And Chuck Norris and him are ass kickers throughout all the different genres of movies. Like, there's a Western, and they're like the modern day, like they've got slick back hair and grenade launchers. And at the end of the movie, he goes to a karate tournament. He learns karate, and they need a partner, and just happens to be there is Chuck Norris, so he gets to team up with the real Chuck Norris. And Joe Piscopo plays the bad guy. It's a good movie. It's a crowd-pleasing movie. It's one of those, like, it's cheesy and silly, and I just loved it. I love everything about it. It's very 90s.
I only like 80s cheesy. I'm not big on like.
If you told me that this movie was made in like 89, 90, like it's somewhere in that range.
Pisses me off. You know what still pisses me off?
What pisses you off, Jenna?
Pretty in Pink pisses me off. You know why? She should have picked Ducky.
Yeah.
She didn't pick Ducky in the end.
Yeah, she fucked
and that
up.
that was truly tragic. I love that movie so much. But though, like, you have Annie Potts, who, goddamn, I adore her. She was so perfect in that movie. She's one of my like favorite '80s characters ever. I like Pretty in Pink better than I like 16 Candles.
Did you ever see Molly Ringwald's sister? She has a sister that was better looking than her.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
Way better looking.
She still looks. She's another one. Like I said, Winona Ryder looks great. Like Molly Ringwald looks.
Yeah, she showed up the other day at some ball game.
Gorgeous. 51 and absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Still. So fuck Pearl. Fuck just pearly things and her like women
Pearly
age
things.
like milk just because she's
Hey,
already like
Wally
Wally Ringwald.
Funny.
You know,
Molly Ringwald looks better.
Jenna,
at
if we end up
51
with
than just
Pearly Things on
at
the show,
26.
if we end up with her
Or
as a
not.
guest, and you start talking trash like this, like how dare you? You know, just because she's got
gonna
really
say,
long arms.
She's gonna say, people that I've talked to say that they like women that are 19 years old. I've talked to a lot of people. That's always her source.
God.
Like if you ask her to
Everybody
cite
always
It's
likes these
so
women.
fucking good. When she does that, it's so hilarious. It's
people,
just
I've
the
talked
best.
to a lot of people.
Yeah, I talked to
Yeah,
a
the
lot of
voices
people
in her
too. And the Yandere dev, apparently he's talking to a lot of people. That's so fucked up.
What do you think's gonna
why
happen?
would
What do
he
you
do
think's
that?
Gonna happen with him? What do you think's gonna happen with him?
Jail?
He's gonna
Die?
die alone.
Yeah.
Is he gonna finish it?
No.
No.
Spoiler alert, that game's
You
never
know what?
coming out.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna say it.
Duke
it.
Nukem
You know what
Forever
I'm
will
gonna
come
say.
out before
No.
that game.
You know what I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna delete my entire audio recording if you say anything about GTA 6. Just fucking say it.
I have
Come
been
on.
hearing for 2 years that the trailer's gonna drop any day now.
Well, there was that
Well, you know what? Today I said it wasn't.
Gaming Awards, waiting for the trailer.
Oh, they're not going to do it at a gaming awards. They're way bigger than
Yeah.
that. When did the last like?
You were waiting for it.
I was just memeing. Obviously, I
No,
wasn't.
you were not memeing.
I wasn't. I was 100% memeing.
You have Rockstar on tweet notifications, don't you?
No, I don't.
Stop it.
Don't you want to find out about all the
No,
latest
no.
DLC?
Yeah, actually, that's one of the reasons why I don't follow them. To be honest. Because every time they post some shit about GT Online, it's the most depressing update, so I'd rather not see them.
Yeah, pay $20 for some bullshit.
Oh,
You know,
God.
I bet like this month they're definitely gonna announce it.
I've been
Yeah.
hearing this. I hear
For
this
2028,
every month.
GTA 6.
Every month I hear this. I never stop hearing this. Like sometimes
But-
I will wake up to a text message. I will wake up to a text that says, You know, the GTA 6
All right.
is gonna drop.
All right,
today.
all
I just
right.
have a feeling.
When have I ever texted that?
Oh, a lot.
Top 10 things that, okay, just pearly things. Give us your source.
You know
Give
what?
us
I
the
will literally
evidence.
do a search and I will post them all on Twitter.
I do it. I
I'm gonna
fucking
do it.
want
I'm
you
gonna
to.
fucking do it. It's gonna
It's
drop
like-
today. I swear it's gonna drop today. It's gonna happen.
Today's the day.
You know what? It's gonna drop this month. I bet you.
No.
You said that back in January.
I don't
You-
think
you
it's gonna
weren't-
drop this
You
decade.
were not awake yet. You weren't awake yet. And then that's when like all those leaks came out. Like,
Oh,
those first,
yeah,
like,
the leaks.
came
Did
out.
you not see
I
those?
woke him up with leaks. I was like, you need to get your ass up because there's like fucking like legit, like there's legit leaks. And he was like, oh my god, they're getting ready. It's gonna happen anytime now. It's gonna happen anytime now.
Okay, I don't. I didn't say it was gonna happen anytime now. And by the way, time is relative to certain people.
That was
So
in January.
I say
Yeah.
not this
October.
decade. I say that it'll be 10 years out at least.
I've been saying that.
By the time that
It's
game
not
comes
10
out,
years
it's not
out.
going to be what anybody wants. Bully 2, they'll do another manhunt before they do
I
Grand
literally
Theft
say
Auto.
Bully 2 all the time. I'm like, we're gonna get Bully 2 before it. We're gonna get Red Dead 3.
I want
We're
to see
gonna get
Warriors
Red
2.
Dead
That's
3.
what I want. I want a
I
Warriors
can't
2
wait.
from
I
those
can't
fuckers.
wait this month when I see the notification GTA 6 official trailer.
L.A. Noir
Rockstar's
2.
I
Electric
cannot
Boogaloo.
wait to fucking rub that in your face. I'll be like, look at that.
What?
Look at that.
Okay, I want to hear your rationale as to why you think that it's gonna happen this month.
All right, so the shaman that I know, all right, from
Okay,
fucking-
Boogie.
Okay. First off, Rockstar usually does their announcements in October, so this could be a likely month.
Usually, have they ever done
Yeah,
announcements
usually.
not in October?
Not that I know of.
Well,
No.
it has been 10 years. And, you know, how long has the Yandere dev guy been working on his thing?
13 years.
Okay, well,
Yeah, just like the.
I'd
So
say
they're kind
another...
of they're like neck
Yeah,
and
who's
neck right
gonna-
now.
who's
Like
gonna
it
come
could
out
be
first?
by
Okay,
a
fucking.
landslide.
Okay, all right. Let's not fucking compare Yandere Simulator to GTA.
How many?
6.
Okay, so how many people does Yandere have working under him? How many?
Him and his fuck doll.
Exactly. So how many people are at Rockstar Games?
Okay, but like GTA 6 is so fucking big in comparison. It's not even a fucking comparison. Stop.
Is it like the map for 6 supposed to be like 3 times as big or something?
Yeah, they always say that kind of shit.
Exactly.
I mean, Vice City looks like it's going to be big. I mean, based on the mapping project, the smallest city in the game appears to be the size of the main city in 5, Los Santos.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you just like how obscenely, like if you want to know like how deep the obsession runs for GTA with this man, you can't take him anywhere. You go to Vegas, he's literally pointing out like everything that's in GTA and saying the wrong names. You take him anywhere in LA,
Wrong names? Okay,
he
you mean
will
the right
literally
names?
Be like, we'll go to Griffith Observatory. He'd be like, oh, you mean the Galileo?
Yeah, the Galileo Observatory. Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
See?
you mean the Vinewood sign?
Yeah.
I
live in
played that
Rockford
game
Hills
the year it
Plaza.
came out.
Rockford
Like,
Hills Plaza. Like we
kinda
usually
done
like
with it.
sometimes
it's cool. I like the
sometimes we'll
torture.
say it's
A lot of people
so
didn't like.
cool.
There's one part where you gotta like torture a guy. I thought
no,
that was so
okay.
cool.
I did not want to walk all the way down the Santa Monica Pier last time because it's like it's a shit show. The Santa Monica Pier is an absolute shit show. But he wanted to eat at the very, very end of the Santa Monica Pier.
Oh, and you're blaming me because I remember you also liked the food there.
I like the drink there.
Yeah, that's
Otherwise, it
pretty
was
much
just
all we
like
had.
Otherwise, it was just obviously like a mid-Mexican place. But he
Mid?
had to go there. Very mid.
Bet.
You know, we enjoyed it.
We did. It was nice. It was nice. But he was like, "No, let's go all the way down."
And
I'm just
now,
like- and I'm
we're
like,
going to
I don't
Miami.
Oh no, it's such a shit.
We're going to Miami, Tampa Bay,
Why can't we go to
Fort
Pizza
Lauderdale.
Shithole. Are they ever gonna do? Do you think they're ever gonna do anything like New York, or is that just?
What do you mean, GTA?
Yeah.
They did Liberty
GTA
City.
4. It was in Liberty City. That's New York City.
Yeah, but it really wasn't very big, though. Like, come on now. That's not.
What are you
like,
on about? That was a
updated.
big fucking city. That's actually the update. Originally, they did make GTA 3 in New York. Liberty City and 4 still blows me away. I think city-wise, size-wise, it's bigger than Los Santos. Still.
Is it? No, it's not.
Yeah, I think it's still bigger than Los Santos, like size-wise. Liberty City's fucking huge in GTA 4 because you've got all the boroughs represented really well. You've got you've got the Bronx, you've got Brooklyn, Manhattan is fucking the most faithful Manhattan I've ever seen in any game. They even got New Jersey in it.
Do you know that, like, with all the rain, like, New York got pretty flooded, like, last week?
Yeah, that's weird. I can't
it's
believe
called-
that. Like, that's the footage I
It's
saw.
called
That was so
outdated
strange.
infrastructure.
Okay, state of California talking mad shit.
Yeah, but like we're not like New York. Like, did you see that Casey Neistat like Twitter video of him like?
That's my
There's like
favorite. He walks through a fucking
like
hole.
the fucking like sidewalks like falling apart. He's like, "Watch your step in NYC." So I guess we'll see because we'll be there in a couple weeks.
Oh boy.
But you know the best part about like fucking California stuff is every time I drive my car there, it's like, make sure you're careful when charging. The state of California has declared an emergency on the power grid. Fucking every time.
Yeah,
every
it's
time.
like one
Why?
of those-
It's in the summertime. It's in the summertime because like everybody like runs their AC, so we get like brownouts and stuff, where you just have like these rolling little blackouts. Yeah, it's only in the summer. You don't have the problem in the winter. You don't have the problem in the winter. But most of the time, you drive my car because you actually secretly love to drive a BMW.
God,
You
BMWs
shit
are
on it all the
so
time.
mid.
You shit on BMWs
I
all the time.
honestly,
You should
I
drive my
literally
car.
can't drive a German fancy car. I just drive like rugged American, like humble machines. That's it.
What? How come you don't drive any Canadian cars? Canadian.
Fuck you.
Don't you know what the price of maple syrup is right now, Jenna? He can't
Damn.
afford to drive a Canadian
Yeah,
car.
what the fuck? Yeah, maple
He doesn't
syrup is
eat-
in a
He
price.
doesn't eat maple syrup. He just eats ketchup in like Tim Hortons, which is extremely.
Oh my
extremely
God! She's about to shit on
subpar
Tim
mid-
Hortons
I am.
because you had Buffalo Tim Hortons. You know what that is? It's just ass water.
It's the same.
You gotta have
everywhere.
no,
It's
no,
the
no, not
same
even, not even.
everywhere.
All right, I think I'm
Not
gonna call it
even
a
close.
podcast here if we're gonna go down this road. Talking about
I
Tim
swear, you know the
Hortons.
What's your
funniest
favorite
thing in the
coffee
world,
then,
too?
Charles?
There's only one coffee that I like, Jenna, and that's Coffee Brand Coffee. If you use code
I threw
bastard,
that to you.
what a pal! What a
I
pal!
tossed you that ball.
And I'll
You know what coffee brand
slam
coffee
dunk.
does better than Starbucks?
Fuck you. That's not true.
Oh, there's
You
a lot
like
of
it every
brands
single
that
time.
Coffee Brand Coffee does better.
I don't know if I can say that I like it.
You do,
I
you
mean,
do. Speaking of coffee, I wanted to bring that up real quick. I don't know if we brought it up already. Like that Jacksepticeye shit
What did he get? What I
from
shit?
like a few weeks ago. Well, no, because it's like there's like a big Mr. Beast, fuck Mr. Beast, like
Mr. Beast.
Mr.
I don't
Beast
like
is a
Mr.
fucking
Beast
asshole.
because capitalism evil.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like
So,
Mr.
like-
Beast is kind of an odd guy.
So Jacksepticeye was kind of shitting on him, like in a video, like kind of publicly, like saying he ruined YouTube. It's not fun anymore. It's all corporate. And then it's like I look at Jacksepticeye's channel.
And it's
and I
corporate
go
as shit,
down
isn't it?
He's shilling his coffee, going, "I'm doing a taste test. Which one is like, you know, is it my coffee or is it Dunkin' Donuts or is it Starbucks?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's passion and that's fun, huh? Isn't it? Isn't that
Well,
fun?
he's passionate about making that fucking dollar.
If you want to make money, that's fucking cool. Just be upfront about it." And then actually, Ethan Klein had the best take.
Oh God.
2023, Ethan Klein had the best take. He was like, "Let's be honest, Jack. Back in the day when you were grinding, it wasn't about passion or having fun. You were trying to get up there and make some money. Don't lie and say it wasn't for any other reason." It was like, damn, we got a little based Ethan Klein action going on. Let's fucking go. Like, I don't know. Is 2024 going to be Ethan Klein's year? Maybe.
No.
I don't
No,
know.
my crystal
He's-
brain says no.
Why?
Because it understands what this guy has done and said.
I don't know.
He said bad things about Muda, and at that point, he's dead to me.
But
he's
that
gone.
was from, what, 3 years ago?
Listen, Jenna, he could have said it 30 years ago, okay? Listen, Roman Polanski did stuff, 50 years ago? Nobody likes him. Ethan Klein is exactly like Roman Polanski.
He's been kind of stepping up to his co-host Hassan on this podcast, which is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know
Hassan's
if you guys
such a...
been watching that.
There's a lot of slurs I'd like to say about Hassan. All the
Christ.
slurs. All of them.
What did he say to him?
I feel like I'm the only guy that like is okay with him on the internet. You know, like I'm good with him. Because me and him don't have like beef or anything.
Yeah, you guys.
We don't talk about politics.
You
We just talk about
video
games.
That's it. That's what you guys
See,
do.
if Hassan wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons and talk about video games, we could probably hang and have a good time and be best buddies. But the politics stuff, it's like, ooh, buddy, you're into some gross stuff here. And he said some weird stuff about, like he said America deserved 9/11, buddy. You can't say that. Like, that's not nice.
He I don't know.
It's not a nice thing to say.
I honestly think like 2024. I think like based Ethan Klein is gonna come back. He lost weight, and
maybe he feels like it's he's starting to sense that the pendulum's swinging back, so he thinks he can be edgy again.
No. He said stuff, and then I think he's realizing how cancerous his fan base actually has become. Because they're calling him out on the stupidest little
fan base calling him out. Ooh.
The
precious fan base. Oh, but my precious fan base.
He might have switched it up just to make the money. Or it's that LA ideology. What is that?
Yeah, California poisons people.
My thing with it is like, you know, if he's like I think that he's like, you're right, his audience is probably like at least some people piss him off. He knows that he can't be like that total anti-capitalist guy like his podcast host, because Hassan is very anti-capitalist.
Yeah.
Ethan can't because his business is.
Yeah, Ethan's selling a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be anti-capitalist and be like, here's a $300 shirt that my wife made, and make sure to use our code when you purchase it.
Yeah, it's he's, you know, I think he's just like, he when he counters Hassan on the podcast, he brings us some really, really good points that sometimes he just doesn't like really take more advantage of. Whether that's because, you know, it's your friend that you're talking with and you don't want to like aggravate, but I don't know. He's been making a lot of like interesting points.
Yeah, I don't watch him. Like he's kind of dead to me. Like I
just
said.
see the clips. I don't watch.
I don't even want to watch the clips.
The last time I see the clips, and then you're just like, oh, wait a minute. We have some life. We have some life going on, you know? Because, I mean, anything's possible, I think. I think people kind of... I think you kind of get to a certain point where you're just like, you know what? No, fuck you.
Maybe I'm going to become anti-capitalist. That's going to be my new shtick. That'll be my new gimmick.
Well, then you can't use code bastard at checkout at Coffee Brand Coffee.
Oh, believe me, Jenna. Being capitalist is the most important thing to my anti-capitalist strategy. That'll be my whole persona. I'll sell T-shirts with Che Guerrero.
That's always the thing that I find too with like politics on the internet is like when you start to get a little bit of money, then the goalpost shifts from like multi-millionaires to multi-billionaires or something, or just billionaires, and I'm like,
yeah,
you know, we live in a system where it's allowed me to navigate from being in one like pool of income to another pool. And, you know, it's got problems. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you talk to me about capitalism, I'll tell you all the reasons why it's bad. Do I think that a billionaire is a good thing? I think, personally, a billionaire is, like, when the system fails, you know? Like, because in a normal world, right, like, a person would reinvest heavily into their business and expand it and keep building jobs, right? Like, that's the ideal goal of expansion, not to hoard wealth for yourself.
I want to hoard it like a dragon. I want to live like Smough. I want to roll in it like
there's a
fucking,
but though.
The duck guy.
But you're not anti-capitalist though.
Yeah, I'm not anti-capitalist. Like I love fucking making money, but I also don't like sitting there and hoarding it for no reason. Like
I
I'd
want
rather
to
just
sit on the
reinvest.
money and not spare with a single coin.
But see, like those people usually end up failing in the system, though, right? Like if you're not expanding your operations or keeping or building, you're just gonna stay stagnant. And that's like to succeed in this system, you have to consistently be expanding. Right?
Oh,
like,
can't we just continue what we're doing? Do we have to change and grow? And
No.
constantly
that's
innovate.
yeah.
Why can't we just make a good product and keep making it like the Shoedini? It's just a big fat people shoehorn.
What is the shooting?
It's the same product
What?
it's been for 50 years. It's for fat people. It's a shoehorn, but for fat
the
people
one
on
that's
a stick.
on the stick? Yeah.
Yeah,
the stick.
Gilbert Gottfried was the voice of them. They didn't cancel him when he talked shit. Like Shoedini didn't give a fuck. They just ran the same ads. Never change that product. Never grow. Never anything. It just is what it is. Somewhere on deep cable right now, we can hear that Shoedini commercial.
I think I want to do that. I think I want to do like deep cable like commercials. I think I already did like a local. I did like a local.
The Chia Pets.
I want to do like that again.
I like the one. There was one from a few years ago. It was all about trains. It was advertising this video set that was just lots and lots of trains. You know, big trains, low trains, slow trains, fast trains. It's just way too excited about fucking trains.
I guess it's like only autists are supposed to be like super into trains.
Oh,
That's
listen,
what I heard.
it made me laugh my ass off every time I see it.
I don't like trains. I don't like being on trains. I don't like anything about them.
I've
They're
never
loud.
been on a train. I think that'd be. I feel like it'd be scary, like, 'cause you have no control.
Yeah, it is. I'm kind of like.
It's
I'm a
just
little-
hauling ass.
It's funny because in a plane I'm not claustrophobic, but like in a train I am. I'm totally claustrophobic. I don't like it.
I think it'd be
I don't
fun
like
to
it.
fight a guy on top of a train. I want to do that.
On top.
Yeah, you know, like in a James Bond movie where he's fighting people on top of a train.
Oh my god.
I could fight somebody on top of a train. I'll go challenge Mike Tyson right now. I bet I could whoop his ass on top of a train. I'd kick him in the jewels and just lay down and let him get hit by something. Adios, Mike Tyson.
I think Charles is tired. He needs to go to bed.
Why, Jenny? You
Who
think
wants to fight
the
Mike Tyson on
further...
the plane?
Oh, that'd be a tough fight.
On a plane?
No, yeah, on a plane, dude.
All right.
With turbulence.
Would you rather fight Mike Tyson on top of a train, on a boat, or in a airplane? Where would you fight him?
You know
boat,
what?
because at least I could
a
level my
boat.
ground down.
You could kick him in the water, and there's a chance that he may not know how to swim.
Oh, Jenna, you've taken this into a realm that we shouldn't have.
Why?
He gets in the water. Oh, get me out of here! They got sharks in the water.
And then you take off.
I'm scared.
And you've
I
won.
can't
And
swim.
then Mike Tyson drowns. On a train,
I'm
you could fall
drowning.
off, but then you would have to be really stealthy if you're fighting him on a boat, because you're gonna have to actually avoid his swings. How big is the boat?
That's what I'm picturing. Like a.
How
Let's
big
It's a
say
yacht, a
we've
big
all
yacht.
seen Dexter. Let's say it's Dexter's murder boat.
Okay, definitely.
It's a
okay.
Dexter murder boat, or one of those little 4-seater Cessna planes, or on top
Maybe.
of a train.
If I could ditch on a train, I could.
Gotta
probably
F, marry,
fall. Is
kill.
the train
Which one do you
moving?
go for?
The train is moving.
Oh hell yeah, it is about 90
fuck
miles
that!
an hour.
I'm gonna get dizzy and fall off of that. A plane is just there's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run. You're fucked. On a train, you could just fall off. On a boat, I could avoid him. I could. He's gonna fall in the water. I'm gonna make sure of that. Definitely.
All right,
boat.
so now let's say Chuck Liddell versus Mike Tyson inside an airplane. Who wins? And
I
this
think
is
Chuck
both guys
nowadays.
at their prime.
Oh, both in
I'll
their
put money
prime.
on Mike.
Oh. Mike's gonna fucking murder anybody. Are you kidding?
I feel like Mike Tyson is he was the world's baddest man. Like as
he's
tough
gonna
a
murder
dude as Chuck
anybody. Prime.
Liddell is, it doesn't matter. Even if he gets him on the ground, Tyson will just bite him.
One swing. Oh, that's true. One swing with Tyson, it's over. It's fucking over.
You saw what he did to Zach Galifianakis.
No, what did he do?
He beat him up over the tiger. He stole his tiger.
Stop it! That was for fucking The Hangover. No, he didn't. Stop.
He also punched Eminem.
Stop. Okay, with that, I think we're done.
He beat up that girl in a Scary Movie.
I've never seen Scary Movie. I've never seen any of them.
They're mildly... the first two were pretty funny.
No,
third one's a little different.
No, I fucking hate movies like that so much.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
Charles, you need to go to bed.
I think I'm done.
You're going to bed.
I think I'm already in bed. All right, goodbye.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.